Alright guys, I'm back. I got the Fender flare. God, I can never say that right. Fender flares put on the truck. I didn't show putting them on like I said earlier. American Truck has a really good video on how to put them on, and we'll go over a few of the details that weren't in that video, or maybe I just didn't notice them, that you might want to know about. But anyway, I got them put on. I've got different clothes on because it's actually a different day. When I got done putting them on, I didn't have time to make the rest of the video, so anyway, here we are. So you can see on the truck. Let's go take a closer look at them. So here's what they look like from the side. They perfectly cover up the tires. Like I said on the first part of the video, like I didn't know what, for whatever reason, the front tire poked out farther than the rear tire. I didn't know if it was like the track width or the fenders. I'm thinking it's the fenders, because what these actually have done, the front fender is actually wider than the rear fender. If you can kind of tell just by looking at them, it's definitely a little bit wider. You can tell by the angle right here. It's a little steeper like that way. It's a little bit wider, and what it does is it brings that front out to match the rear. The tires are the same, but this fender is wider, so it covers up the extra poke from the tire. And I think they did a great job, because that's the front. And this is a Vision Manx 2 17x9 with a 315 BF Goodrich on it, and that's what you get. I think it's like the perfect combination of offset and fender flare. Here's what it looks like on the back right there. Perfect. Just look right here. They do give you a little rubber strip to supply on there. It fills in that gap. You can see it kind of wide and narrows out right there to fill in the contour of the truck really nicely. All the way around to the back, you can see how good it fits, and they're on there. I mean, it's not coming off. Let's go back up to the front. You can see here in the front, this is where it meets up, like with the bottom of the bumper right there. Got the accent light that that matches perfectly with these up here to like finish out that marker light or clearance light, I guess is what they're called. Just kind of finishes out the look to have 3 and then the 2 on the side right there. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good, if I don't say so myself. And the color, black fender flare with the black wheels, all black tires, no white walls. It's not 1998 anymore, so no white walls. But yeah, I mean, doesn't that just look good? It's just look. I'm sorry guys. Wow. It's the first Wednesday of the month, and the tornado siren is literally like a few hundred, maybe a quarter mile away from my house. And it is going to get very loud here in just a second, and all the dogs are going to start howling. So I apologize. Alright, so like I was saying, the tornado siren's going off. I don't know if you can still hear it winding down, but it's not good for making videos, but I do appreciate it being so close, because what was it, last year, maybe a year and a half ago, we had a tornado come by the side of our house. It was probably 200 yards away. I think it was like it was in the air and touching the ground, kind of going back and forth as it went across like back corner of our house. It pulled some trees, like the wind comes around, it like pulled trees onto the house. So we had to get a new roof and that sort of thing, but no major damage. Knocked over some of these little cedar trees right here. All the trash cans in the neighborhood were gone. I think they were all piled up in like one yard. It's kind of weird, but Anyway, scary time. Glad the sirens were so close and they went off. But anyway, back to the truck. All right, so the first thing I kind of want to talk about, if your truck is an FX4 or like King Ranch or whatever that has the little stock fender flare, go ahead and add about another hour to your time, because you're gonna have to peel all those off. And there's like a little screw right up under here, like a 10mm you have to back out. There may or may not be one on the back. And then once you get those out, you just have to like pull it, and there's clips all through here. There had to have been like 10 on each fender. They're just like poking in a little hole. You just have to like pull it, and then it leaves, I don't know if I have one, I think I threw them all away. It's just a little clip like they push in, the little fins pop out behind the hole in the fender. So you have to like go in there with like a little flat head and like pull it out and pinch the little fin so you can get them out. And like I said, there's like 10 of them on each fender. So yeah, go ahead and add about an hour of time to your project, because you know that's gonna be a pain in the butt to get out. Also on the rear, I'm not sure, but on mine with the stock fenders, or the stock fender flares, that right there, that bolt that runs through there is really long, a lot of threads, and it goes through, I think it went through the fender flare on the front and the back. So you're gonna have to undo those, which takes a long time, put them back on, and then put this fender flare on. The rear flare goes over top of that bolt, so you know, look out for that, because I didn't know that, and I had to go back and replace one of them after I had already gotten the fender flare on. So I had to undo the flare at the bottom, put that long bolt back through, and then put the flare back on. So be ready for that. And as far as the marker light right here, it comes with the wiring. They'll kind of show you that in the video from American Trucks. But I just brought the short end in here. I actually went through the hole that was in the fender from the stock fender flare. It left a big hole, so I routed the wire through there. Tapped into this light, I believe. Yeah, I think it was that one. Just tapped it in with those little inline splices or whatever that like clamp over both wires and connect them. Then I brought the long tail all the way across here. Yeah, I think I went across the top and then down back to here somehow, and found me a little path and connected that one. So my marker lights on the sides tie into the marker lights in the front, which all tie into those side markers on the side. So when the doors are open, the marker lights come on. The doors are open when the headlights are on, that sort of thing. I've seen some guys, they might tie them into like something else. Maybe like the running lights, the little amber ones in the front, so they can have them on like during the day or whatever. I didn't do that. They were already tied into the side markers, so I just left them there. I guess if I wanted to run them, I could just turn the little headlight dial to running lights and they would all come on anyway. So whatever, it's all up to you how you want to do it. All right, so there you go. That's the 09-14 F-150 with the I think it's Proving Ground Raptor style fender flares, Vision Manx wheels with the +12 offset, and a 315 BF Goodwrench. To me, that makes the perfect combo of tire and fender flare and color. You know, I looked out, got a black truck, everything's black on it. I like that. The headlights, background of them is black. It's the perfect combination. So be jealous of my truck and try if you want to make it look like mine. See y'all next time.